alert. Cue the chaos. Theorycraft Online shields up, snacks ready. Welcome aboard the Cottontail 86 stream, live on Twitch. Simulcasting to Kick and YouTube. Catch the VODs later, but for now, stay for the ride. War trails burning through the midnight blue. Fleet alarm screaming while the jack cuts through. One eye on the roof.
Who's on first? Yes. I mean the guy's name. Who? The guy playing first. Who? The guy playing first base. Who? The guy on first base. Who is on first? What are you asking me for? I don't know.
$50 tag, welcome on in.
Who's on first? That's his name. Well, go ahead and tell me. Who? The guy on first. That's it.
Logic, cling on with the fire. Cotton's on the bridge and we're climbing higher. Loop drops glittering in the neon haze. Every new surprise just lights up the page. Twitch in the front row, kicking the mix. YouTube holding the replay for the later fix. Whatever the game, we're ready to explore. From Starfield skies to the channel Discord. Roar, the groupies growing every night we collide. Cottontail 86 with the hyperspace ride. Countdown running, engines hum. Everybody in the chat says, here we come. Mic check, lights up, let the music roll. One more step and we launch full throttle. To boldly claw where the grinders won't go. Dark blue lights and the neon glow. Theorycraft loud while the warp core spin. Raise those shields. Let the chaos begin. Cottontail 86 taking over the night. Purple in the stars and the Zion lights. Laugh, rage, wheel spins. Community strong. Bridge crew ready. Now crank this song. Hey, spin that wheel. Hey, make that deal. Hey, fleet up, punch in. Let's ride. Warp speed, no brakes. Play, high stakes. Bridge crew standing side by side. Hey, clip that win. Hey, let the show begin. Hey, bring the hype from wall to wall. Twitch on live, kick on deck. YouTube's waiting for the call. Bundles to claim and a dozen tabs deep. Chat moving faster than a furring you can cheat. Somebody yelling, hit the refinery. While Cotton's theory crafting perfect strategy. Tangy is screaming, alerts collide. Stream a bot barely keeping the systems alive. But somehow the chaos turns perfectly clean. Like a starship dancing through a battle scene. Buttons get mashed and the scoreboard shakes. Every little moment turning into break. Community rolling with the jokes and the lore. New faces welcome through the hangar door. The lag gets heavy, we keep moving on. If the match runs long, then the anthem stays strong. No matter the mission, no matter the star. Cottontail 86 takes it just a little farther. So if you're arriving from the raid tonight or finding the stream in
Hey Dustin, how's it going?
Twitch for the live, kick for the thrill, YouTube for the voice. When the night grows still, keep your seatbelt tight and your volume high. We're flying through the static, through the pixel sky. One chip, one chat, one electric spark, lighting up the void from the intro mark. Deep breath in. Hold that flame. Hey. Chat tight fast. Say the name. Cocktail ADC front and center. Press start now. Welcome to the adventure. To boldly claw where the grinders won't go. Rabbit on the captain's chair, running the show. Community strong and the energy bright. Cottontail 86 going live tonight. Dark blue thunder and the purple skies. Science box reflected in everybody's eyes. From fleet command to marbles rolling along. Bridge crew ready. Now sing this song. Stay tuned for the chaos. Stay tuned for the lore. One more lap around the station before we explore. If you missed the beginning, don't worry, you'll see. The replay lives on YouTube and the lives on Twitch. And kick with me. Stream is live. Engage. Welcome to Hyperspace Arcade.
Hello, happy Sunday. Can't stand incursions. Mission key time. I feel like that was waited for. Yeah, the incursions thing, I don't take a lot of pleasure in it myself. But I generally find, you know, like, as long as you're not doing, like, inactive activities, like, you're not just going out and just letting your miners mine, or, you know, like, letting yourself get, hit OPC from a ship auto grinding or something like that. Like, you can still do most of your active grind tasks. You know, like, if there's something that's happening in a specific system, it gets to be a little bit tougher because, you know, like, there can be, like, almost a flag on the system that you're at, and so people know to go look there. Like, for instance, we had Augment on the task list during this incursion.
Usually level 1 or level 2.
Dark Tree.
Sometimes level 3s. But wow.
You know, like, sometimes
Wow. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, that's gonna help out with the fundraiser so much.
It's good when the community comes together.
Absolutely.
Hi Phelan, how you doing? Hi Dark Tree, welcome on in. How you guys? Yeah, like, we had the Augment event running at the same time. So obviously, like, putting something out, like putting the Reliant out or putting a ship out in lower Augment space, people are gonna know to go look there for ships. Like, anywhere you leave a ship floating, somebody's gonna happen across it at some point in time. Especially if it's something that doesn't have a fog of war over it. So it just turns the day into an active task day. Which I'm fine with, because I think that as long as there's some wiggle room to be able to do your events, you know, like, it doesn't affect you if you don't want to partake in incursions.
All stations stand by. Officer presets locked.
Because, like, for me yesterday, I popped the loot exocomp, and I went out and I did some aggregation grinding, and I did some academy hostile grinding. You know, like, I figured that was some of the best use of my time, because I don't have the Raoul Reaver, so I'm not going to be going out and raiding Sigma, and I don't have the patience to do a lot of base finding. It's been a while since I've had, you know, like, the desire to go out scouting bases. Like, if somebody asked for a crack in Alliance chat or something like that, I would have probably jumped up and cracked base, but for the most part, like, I'll go do my little PvP goals, whatever that is for the day, and finish that SMS off, and just do my regular events like it's a normal day. The only thing that changes is that I don't send out my miners to just go sit on mines. Unless I'm gonna do active mining. Because, you know, like, if I wanted to go mine Isogen or Isogenite, you know, like, I would pop those miners down here and I'd watch the system. I'd pop in 4 or 5 miners and make my time worthwhile here. It's sweet getting the Raul BPs. Yeah, it's truly amazing the rate at which we've been offered blueprints for this thing. I know some of it's a little bit accelerated due to the way that the Alliance tournaments has been running, but it's a hell of a jump start. And then there's going to be another opportunity to get more Raul Reaver blueprints here in a couple of days too, because the 7-day timer is going to be up. So yeah, on Tuesday I'll be able to pull another, what is that, 40 or 20? I think that's 40. I think they want a greater reaping participation. It's a very strong thought that the more reavers that they have out in people's hands, the more people are going to want to participate in incursions. And I think that's really true. I mean, even yesterday I was looking to see if they had the half pack, because if they would have had the half pack for the extra 100 blueprints, I probably would have bought that yesterday for $50. But I'm gonna be too far past the halfway point come Tuesday, so like they're not gonna be able to get that $50. They're not gonna be able to get that $50 out of me now. You know, like they lost a sale. They lost a sale for sure. Because I would have totally bought that before. It would have changed my day yesterday. I would have bought the Raul Reaver. I would have been engaged in raiding. I would have been engaged with incursions 100%. I would have probably even streamed it. Like I would have been that excited to share it. But the way that it is, like, I don't have enough incentive to go out to trade bases with an amalgam to really make it worth the extra time that I'm going to spend doing that. So I don't. Which I know that it would be beneficial to me to stock up ahead of time, but it is what it is. It's going to be... Yeah, everybody should be at 104 right now. It's going to be interesting to do some experimenting with the Raul Reaver once I do get it unlocked, because I'm going to be scouting bases all over my server. I'm going to be trying some experiments with, you know, like some smaller bases. I don't know how low that I can hit. But, you know, like bases like this that have Sigma in them, I'm going to do some experimenting with that to try to figure out, you know, like from the bottom end of where I hit, you know, what it looks like to tap into a base like this. You know, it's only got 63,000 Sigma Trit and 23,000 Sigma Dill. But, you know, like if I acquire 100% of that, you know, like all of a sudden that turns into 1 million really fast if I hit 5 bases or something like that. I know it's not worth hitting, but I just want to see what it's like. Because from a base like this, if I can just nab all of that in a very short time, it's not going to be not worth it. You know, like it's just a stupid, cheap, easy opportunity. But like there's a lot of G5 and lower G6 bases around, you know, like that have, you know, rateable amounts of Sigma, and finding out where that perfect number would be interesting to me. I don't know if it would really take too long. I mean, to clean that base out of Sigma, I mean, it's a total of like 90k. I don't remember what the base hold is, but it doesn't sound like it would be that much. But even so, like this one might even be like a This one, this one might still be a good amalgam target. They got 1.76 quadrillion. I mean, that turns into refinery tokens pretty quick. 5K at a time. See, that's what I'm saying. That's 18 hits if it's 5K at a time. Like, that's not that bad. I mean, that's like 3 minutes of rating. Is it gonna make an impact on anything? Not really. You know, like, that's what, 20 repairs, 30 repairs. Yeah, it's just gonna be taking some experimentation. I know, like, there are some tools out there that can give you insight into what that looks like. It's gonna make people cry. Oh, there's gonna definitely be some people that are gonna be heartbroken over things for sure. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting just to see what the trade-off is on those. But I'll be looking at rating a lot differently when it comes time. Because I know the biggest thing that I'm going to be looking for is getting that extra opportunity to exchange stuff. Because, you know, like, creating these tokens, like, I don't care about the stuff being in token opportunity, but I care about converting regular steel into Sigma steel. So I might get back into rating, doing some rating a couple days a week. Like, that might become my Saturday night activity or something. Or Sunday morning. I don't even know how I'm going to work that out yet. Or Fridays after arenas might turn over to rating. It's definitely making more people raid right now. I don't know why I wouldn't. I mean, it's... Yeah. Yeah, there's like so much change, because this is a kind of such an economic impact. I wonder if people are going to be better. I think more people have higher incentive to shield. You know, like, the people that have taken the attitude that it'll take you too long to get to any of the good stuff, so I don't have to shield. You know, like, those people will probably start shielding. But I mean, people that just have a poor habit are not going to be any different. I mean, it might be worthwhile to like, start doing raiding in territories. You never been raided since you started playing? I've been raided a handful of times. Not counting like got up from the computer to go take a piss or something, and you know, like, somebody had 2 minutes at my base. But like, full on, like, raided to the point of getting vaulted, I've probably been vaulted 3 times. Most STFC live streamers have at least one poor habit. What's that, Dustin? And other people worked out that they can be robbed of Sigma by a survey ship if they have no OG resources. Well, yeah, a normal regular stuff, but I mean that's been like that forever. So once you clear out the traditional resources, the Sigma becomes the target. Dustin's got me really curious now. Thank you, RSDJ. DJ just has a habit of forgetting to do dailies. Rev Deuce is not a main miner. I have a habit of forgetting to do dailies as well. Not that I forget to do dailies. I have a habit of forgetting to collect dailies. So like when I'm streaming and I'm doing the dailies, like I don't always remember to come back here and collect this because I basically stream until depends how long I go over in the night. If I get like within that last hour before reset, a lot of times when I'm doing my after stream routine, I won't remember to come back to the game until after reset. And then yeah, I'll forget to do that.
An Irishman walks into a department store, asks for a potato clock. The cashier has no clue and asks him, "What's a potato clock?" He replies and says that he doesn't know. But he was just starting a new job and his wife told him he needed to get a potato clock.
IR's DJ. Yeah, that's definitely the thing. Like I leave most of my activities available to do at night. During stream, or like one thing that's can be decent to do is like when you have a harder event where you're going to be making multiple trips at it, you know, like some of these events sometimes they'll take 3 trips, like these heroic events. Well, this one's an SLB, so it's a bad example, but like say this event was one that I was going to be looking at, and I could imagine it's going to take probably 4 trips for me to be able to do it. 50 the potato clock. But you know, like I know this is gonna take like 4 trips. Like I might do 2 of those 4 trips before stream, or do 3 of those 4 trips before stream. You know, like get the first 2 or 3 milestones knocked out, and then leave the last one to be able to discuss it. Hey, Warzone.
Faster.
I love the lack of context. How's it going, Warzone? It didn't do the normal shout out thing. Is it still doing the weird thing where it doesn't always do the shout out right? I didn't see that you got a second vengeance, but I saw that you were going to probably be able to get the second vengeance. I saw that you were positioned to be able to do it. Your office is a building site right now. You're not even sure where your camera's at. That makes it very difficult to stream. I mean, camera is obviously not necessary. It just helps. It's more fun. I enjoy streams more with the camera. Like, I'm okay with a VTuber, especially like the higher quality rigs that have, like a little bit of emotion and stuff. Did you build both of them or just the first one? I saw you built the first one. Oh, you fucking whale. I don't even know if I would want to build a second one if I had the blueprints, honestly. So gaming question, hitting Op 70 next month. How much of a heart attack am I going to have when I see how many resources G6 Epic ships need? I don't think it's going to be that bad. It depends on what your goal is to do with them. I mean, you're not going to want to build 3 of them and try to level them all up. Because your goal is basically to get one of them to tier 12. And then, you know, like anything past that is bonus. Because the ships are fairly decent, so like they become effective fairly quick. It depends a little bit on some of the hostiles that you take on, because like you might not find that they're going to be really effective against the V'ger Orions immediately. So you might be better off going down to a lower ship with more below deck slots that you can maximize your damage capabilities with. But I don't think it's really that bad on the upgrade path of things. A lot of it depends on the other preps that you have. Because, I mean, obviously, if you drain yourself completely getting 270, where you go in there with 0 resources, it's going to feel bad. But now that we have choice tokens back, you get to pinpoint what you're getting for the ship. So, like, you're in a better position now than 3 months ago you would have been. I don't think it's a matter of cry. I don't think it's a matter of cry at all. Like, if you have your plan set correctly, it's not going to be bad. Otherwise, you'll just have to wait a little bit to be able to do some serious upgrades. But I mean, that's how most people do it. People make plans. Yes, this is a strategy game, so a little bit of planning kind of helps make things go a little quicker and easier. In certain areas, at least. That's 10. Been winging it for years. I think that most of the game is fine for winging it, but there's a lot of advantages to strategy. Like, the biggest thing to think of as you go to 70 is you have an opportunity anytime you're spending materials to start earning vengeance blueprints. And I would highly suggest that anytime you're doing any kind of building upgrade at all, any kind of ship upgrade, any kind of research that's going to take any G6 materials, that you have one of the Vengeance's mine events running and maximize the number of blueprints you can get. Because if you're going to sit at 70, that Vengeance ship is going to be fucking phenomenal for you. And it's going to make 71 easy if you can get that to like tier 4, tier 5. Like, that ship is going to blow anything out of the water that you could bring up. And if you put Naga below deck, the repairs are cheap. It's super, super usable. Yeah, tier 4 is right when that thing starts getting very usable. Like, that's early for a lot of ships. Because a lot of ships you have to get up to like tier 7 before they become useful. Vengeance, to do PvE stuff, tier 4 is very comfortable. Yeah, getting that extra below deck slot makes a huge difference. It just takes a little bit to accumulate the ship parts. Got Reliant to tier 17 and hit an upgrade last week and was suddenly, well, hello, 12 billion ship. Yeah, that Reliant, I mean, if you've been watching Warzone, that Reliant can really carry you through. Or no, that's Relativity. Oh, the Reliant's kind of the same thing, yeah. It does the same job, same task. 'Cause there's still research for like increasing shots or something like that. Yeah, there's too many. There's Relevant, or yeah, Revenant, Relativity, Reliant. There's another R1. I feel like there's another R1. It just made it rough. I mean, you could throw the Raoul in there now too, almost. Yeah, they did the Revenant, Relativity, Reliant. The names are too easy to get confused. They have too much similarity to them. Do I remember how proud I was when the first ship hit the 1,000,000 mark? No. I mean, that would have been 7 years ago. Almost 7 years ago. Probably 7 years ago. Yeah. It pretty much was. A lot of updates ago. Because that probably would have been... I mean, it was a milestone, but I don't remember it. It was a milestone. It was definitely a milestone. I would have made a post on our Alliance Discord and for celebration for sure. In fact, I probably would have even made a clip of something. I used to make little videos. I used to make little videos for little celebration moments like that. But if I had to guess, that would have been... Oh, the power creep makes it so hard to gauge. But if I had to guess, it would have been Centurion. If it wasn't the Centurion, it would have been the ship after that. So many ships ago. No, not the Augur, the one in between. Gladius. If it wasn't the Centurion, it would have been the Gladius that hit 1 mil. Because back then, it moved slow enough that it was kind of worthwhile to build all the ships. And I don't know, some of the crewing and stuff doesn't matter. I didn't have any ship that I have any sentimental attachment to. Yeah, I definitely didn't feel any sentimental attachment because, I don't know, in my head, that was progression in a way that wasn't equalable at that time. So, like, that felt like a moment to me that was more of a continuation of its legacy in moving myself forward and pushing myself up another tier in the ship that I was trying to build. I had scrapped pretty much everything in the low levels. I've gone back and I've built a lot of those ships again. Mainly just because a lot of them have the booking ability, and we've had some events go back and require some of the earlier ships, some of the missions to build them, some of the goals to build them. So I've gone back and I've built most of the earlier ships that I have scrapped to kind of try to have like one of everything. Now, I didn't have much for like the G3 ships. Like, I never had built any of the Federation ships to use. I went purely Romulan with everything. I had built an Enterprise, but I was fairly well into G4 at that time. I probably built the D4 second and used that primarily for like my secondary ship. NT just hit tier 4. That's a good spot. But yeah, like I've got multiples of those older ships built. I've got 2 G4s, I've got 2 augers, I've got what, 1 Enterprise. So I got them to be able to break them out every once in a while. Still use a max Negvar. Tier 4 is still not enough warp range for dailies. See, that's kind of broken. Like, that should have sufficient warp range out of the gate. Like, wouldn't that make more sense? I did not make enough geodes to be able to do my double pull on that. I ended up being 1 node short, but I haven't done a lot of the mining. I didn't do any mining yesterday or the day before. Like a mining ship with a hole big enough for dailies out of the gates. Yeah, especially in G6. Well, I mean, the cargo hold itself is sufficient. It's the protected level that's usually a little light. Cause yeah, like I encounter that, especially like in my Veil mining stuff. If I use 2, I have to use 2 ships for each of the node types that I'm doing to be able to have enough and not be going OPC. Because I need 3.6 million and I'm at like 1.6, 1.8 with my protected right now. And so by the time I get my lucky mining stuff for when I move off the node, like they get up to like 2.6. So like I only have to mine like a little past a mil, like 1.2 mil for each one, to be able to get the dailies done and then boot it for like wherever I want to go after that point. Ooh, I better change that crew. Let's see. We got the V'ger Orions today. Oh, where are you? I really want to have an option to reorganize those. They need so much. Pause on the crew. I'm not going to say this is a great crew. But I've got Chang, Archer, and Section 31 Giorgio. Has been working for me. I mean, it's something I've had to tweak a lot, because like every time I do a little bit extra research or I do a little bit of leveling on my ship, it changes some of the dynamics of the crews or the opponents. So it always tweaks. It always takes tweaking. So like about every 2 weeks, it's worthwhile for me to go through and make adjustments to either change something that's not effective enough or to take advantage of something else that I've done research wise. Because if I do research for Apex Shred or something like that, Giorgio loses a little bit of effectiveness. And then some of this also goes into like what kind of text that you're running. So like with these crews I have set up with specific texts. Like when I was going through this, the Metreon for my Forbidden tech and the Godsend for my Chaos tech was getting me the best bang for my buck out of what I was hitting. And then I feel like this hasn't been updated in a while because I've got another below deck slot on my ship. So this crew could be tweaked more because now I have more mitigation, I have more shield, I have more attack, I have a higher DPR. So that changes what I need. Because this relies on a little bit of survivability. And like giving me enough rounds to be able to do stuff. It's so niche. Because especially with these opponents, like they have such unique abilities between each and every day. I see engineering. How's it going today? But yeah, each one of the V'ger enemies has such a unique thing. It's getting to the point where me with 72s, I can just kind of throw anything at them for any day, and I've got enough damage now that it doesn't really matter on crewing. Packing for missions, I bet they got a lot of hotspot targets out there. I wish you a very safe and effective but yet uneventful week. And hopefully the weather decides to take care of some of the firefighting for you. Or at least the winds cooperate or something. Anything that the weather can do to be helpful. Yeah, rain would be probably the best, but I mean, at least having the wind either doing nothing or just in a direction that doesn't push things away. Want some pictures of what has happened in light rain for days. Yeah, we had fires going through the boundary waters here. For a good chunk of from the spring, like late spring into midsummer. I think they're still having some. I think there's still some going on up there, but the weather's been fairly cooperative. Yeah, there's definitely such a thing as too much rain. Like in my area, we don't have as much of a mudslide risk. So like we can kind of take any rain. But yeah, BC type area stuff, you know, like that is little different conditions. Yeah, that does no good. That's always one of those things that you never think about. I mean, if it wasn't for like wildfires in California like 15 or 20 years ago, I would have never even known about that. Oh, for snow? Snow would probably really help. Well, the only thing that sucks about snow is snow doesn't have a high water content, but it would help, I'm sure. Anything would help. I always forget too, the Orion days like today, you get extra points, so you don't have to hit as many targets. I always forget about that fact. It makes it a little bit more effective. You only have to hit half as many targets at your level. As long as you're doing enough of the... What is this one? Damage. Yeah, you should always be able to do that, I would think. Yeah, if you get enough of it, it'll help snuff things out and stuff. Of all the days I had to ops up, it had to be an Orion day. Oof. Yeah, that would be... Well, I mean, you can still hit down because there's still points for hitting down a level. So like you can still hit the same level that you have been doing. Like you get a little bit of an advantage out of it. Okay. All the things are collected that need to be collected. Because I missed my challenge track for this week. Because I forgot to actually collect my daily on Tuesday. And I saw McShizman say something about forgetting to collect Maverick tasks last week. Holy shit. Oh, you're already hitting down? Yeah, that leaves no options. green tea with that 70 stream streak. Holy shitballs. I need to put that on my goddamn list. I really need to do that. I needed to do that on Tuesday when I have my day off. Make my 100 stream streak merch. Yeah, if you're already hitting down, yeah, then you need to be able to find a way to hit up a little bit. You might be getting... You might be getting close to being able to do it with your... with your Excelsior. Neat is a strong way to put it, but I always appreciate it. No, I was like, at a certain point, the Excelsior is going to catch up to your ops level and allow you to do the sweep one, like the sweep research for the Excelsior. I never know where anything is anymore. Yeah, the Vitra Challenge sweep. Because if you can stretch that to 67, or when you can stretch that to 67, like, you can get those done efficiently. And this has always been a very interesting ship. So, like, I was using the Pike Moreau Eurydice crew on this ship, and that was working really well for a while. But when I started trying to hit 68s, it became more of a game of the shields not maintaining. And that got to a point where I needed to get as much shield mitigation back on this thing, or yeah, as much shield restore on this ship as I could. And I did a little bit with... I'm trying to leave this as a secondary crew. Like, I don't want to affect what's going to be on my primary ship. So I always want to have a secondary crew that's not going to be comprised of people from my primary ship. So this crew is something that I have that is basically for this slot. This crew works really well on my cube, or not my cube, my Borg sphere and the Excelsior. Because both of them have a little bit more of a need for shield repair, shield restore, to be able to do like their portion of their loops. So I've got Pike on there for some of that shield mitigation and, you know, decreasing combat a little bit. I've got T'Pring on here for just regular standard mitigation, because this becomes universal across a couple of different ships, and it's just easy for me to leave her on there so I don't have to care about the ship that I'm using all that much. But then I've got Mbenga here for his shield restore ability. And then I've got the other Mbenga down below deck for his shield restore ability. Because I want to leave Seska and Suitor available on my primary ship, as well as pick Q. So like I don't have that option for my secondary ship. But I leave Savik available here. And then being as is the Sphere? I don't remember if the Sphere is a battleship as well. But burning is always a good secondary combat ability, because I'm basically never taking B'Elanna Torres off of my Vengeance. It is? Okay, yeah. And then, you know, like this extra... I mean, Dechak works great on, you know, like some of these specialty ships like that. And then I just leave this extra slot available for, you know, like putting somebody like Borg-Q or Vale on here wouldn't be bad. I've got Uhura because she does the critical damage. Or is she isolytic too? Oh, she's additional isolytic. Okay. Yeah, so I'm pumping out damage as much as I can and shield restore with this kind of a loadout. And that is getting me pretty damn far. This was actually working really well on my Dauntless too for quite a while. I've had to tweak the Dauntless crew a little bit. Because that isn't as finicky with the shield restore, because I've got the combat down to 1 round with that for everything. So I've got that one set up so it is reducing damage taken like as much as possible, because the enemy's getting 1 shot at me, and I want to make sure that I'm erasing as much of that damage before it gets applied to my hull. But with these other specialty ships right now, with the way that the combat's going with the hostiles that I'm attacking, pumping as much damage as possible at them has been my biggest effectiveness. Hi, Ellie. How's it going? And even still with the Dauntless, I've been playing with the crewing a little bit, because isolytic damage was one of the things that was tougher for me to mitigate, and this one needs to be a little more flexible, because you don't always know what your target's going to be. So I wanted to make sure that I had Apex Barrier for all 3 of the ship types. Now, the thing I don't remember if I've tried is if I've tried going like a full Apex Barrier loadout. I think I lost enough of the attack power that I couldn't get by with it. But right now, this is kind of one of the more effective crews that I have that I can get consistent results with. Because this gets me to be able to attack 61s, and that gets me the rare banners. Because no matter how much I try right now, I can't push my I can't push my Dauntless past 66. So I can't start getting the epic banners off of it yet. So I've just got it honed in at 61s, and I can make it run its entire time here. 63s I can do about 3/4 of its max time, and I've got some upgrades available for it. So I think this week during the interdimensional breach, I might go after it and upgrade my ship. It gets kind of tough because we're at that point where the new arc drops on Thursday. And sometimes I don't want to do anything until after the new event drops. Why not use a different ship for the bigger systems? I absolutely do. So I've been using my Vengeance in the 69 system. And that's how I'm getting my epic. In fact, I did that during incursions yesterday. I popped one of the loot increase tokens, and I was just mining the 69s. And mining the 69s. I did that for like a half an hour. I'm stacked on that now. I was out, I was empty. And now I've got 1.2 million. So like I'm good for a while. But I'm trying to get that Dauntless to do that loop for me so I don't have to engage in it. Not a fan of Thursday arc drops. I much prefer the Tuesday ones, to be honest. They make that last one so tempting. Yeah, I think the Tuesday ones fit better because if there are issues, if there are anything that needs to be happened, you like on Tuesday they have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to work and resound on those things. On Thursday, you know, like they only have Thursday and Friday before they're at the weekend. And you know, like with the engineering team being in Dublin, like by the time the event launches, the day starts, you know, like it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon there. Like they're at the end of their work day on that Thursday. So they only really have Friday to work on any issues. Otherwise, they're working into the weekend. And like that seems so weird to me. Like I understand why they did it the first time. Like they needed 2 more days to do things. Like if that's their thing, like if this is giving them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to do final preps instead of just having like Monday to do final prep, and like if that allows them to deliver a better quality product, then starting the events on Thursday is awesome. Like that can fulfill a great need. But if it doesn't allow them an opportunity to triple check everything, you know, like if their systems don't allow them to do like the correct testing, or they can't do the live testing in their test environment of the events, like if they're not going to be able to increase the quality with the extra time at the beginning of the week, then moving it to Tuesday would be a big benefit for everybody. I think just putting it back. It shouldn't have been a permanent change. It made sense because they have a fixed cycle for the events, and like shortening that up wasn't going to be an easy thing, like dropping one of the arcs to 26 days. But this arc, M94, like those two were opportunities. Those were opportunities for them to step back and do the reset and get it back to Tuesdays again. And I think that would have been a really good thing. Like, that would have been a really good thing. Hi, Queen Fanny. Good morning from Ohio. Well, good afternoon from Minnesota. But I don't know. It's set now. It's kind of a thing. I don't think there's going to be any way that it's going to actually change. Because at this point, this is kind of, it's kind of like the Neelix and Kim thing. You know, it's like, why change 7 years of history for when the arc event starts? Now we've got the yeah. They need to postpone a start again. They can postpone to the next Tuesday. That's very true, Ellie. That would be a good way to do it. Why does it seem like Scopely is rushing way too much to get new arcs? I don't know if they are necessarily rushing. I don't know if they're necessarily rushing. Like, obviously, like when we're delivered something that isn't a working product, it's gonna feel like they're not taking the time that they need to deliver a quality product. But some of that may lay more outside of, you know, like how some of their testing and QA abilities are, because they have testing environments, but they are a little insufficient for testing all the things. Alternating with Tuesdays and Thursdays is needed for repairs. Oh, that'd be confusing. I would hate that so much as a creator. As a player, it doesn't really matter. When a new content drops, it doesn't really matter. But, you know, like as a creator, if I'm trying to have a special show, like if I'm going to be taking time off of work to do an arc launch show of some sort, like that would be so horrible if it wouldn't be understandable. But I mean, that's literally affecting like 30 people at that level. Like, obviously that's such an insignificant amount of the player base that how much consideration you need to have for creators. And obviously I'm not somebody that does an arc launch stream. I just happen to stream on days when the arcs start. Some of that is slightly by choice, and some of that is by chance, because I always kept my stream on Mondays, so I could cover arc launch, and then I take Tuesdays off for, you know, like the new content and everything. And then now, how does it go now? Wednesday night is Arc Fall Eve. So now I have Arc Fall Eve and a Arc Fall stream, first day stream. Where when it was Tuesdays, I would normally not have the stream of that day. Dustin needed secondary burning, which is why he picked Neelix to upgrade before Kim. Well, changing Kim and Neelix ability feels totally wrong after so many years. So my understanding of that is it shouldn't impact the amount of shards that you've had. So like your progression towards your burning officer shouldn't be changed. Or your progression towards your morale officer shouldn't be changed. My understanding is that their goal is to keep that the same, so that you're not You're not going to be in a different position. Haven't been able to log in for a few hours, so it's an easy day for me to post incursions. Yeah. I mean, we've also got like kind of a light day because we're in a little bit of the lull because we're past Battle Pass too. Stream anyway Wednesday. I feel like I miss STFC live stream Wednesday night. Oh, I'm gonna stream. I'm absolutely streaming. My stream days are Sunday, right now at least. Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. If they change, even if they change their ARC launch day to a different day, I'm not going to be changing my stream schedule for that. There might be other adjustments for other things as we get other creators that are coming into the game. Like there might be some other things that adjust some of the streaming schedule for that, but I don't intend to stream less than 4 days. In fact, I've still been considering streaming 5 days. That seemed very short. That seemed very short. That seemed way shorter than it should have been. I don't know. Probably because I was messing with some stuff on the last. I was messing with those redeems. Because I created a power up to reset the timer on those redeems. Yeah, the cooldown on that seems off. And so as part of that, I tested the cooldown and I reset it down to like 1 minute, I think. And I don't know if I actually upped it again. I don't remember. That seems like that almost started below 2 minutes, and it should have started at 2 minutes, I think. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that one. All right, let's do a prediction. We've got 2 nodes that can be flipped over to geodes. 2 isogenite nodes. I haven't gotten a geode to pop in like 3 days. So I'm due. And we got ads starting in like 2.5 minutes, so this timing will work out perfect. All right, let's get this thing set. I gotta make sure I got my Chaos and Forbidden Tech set, because I might have changed that for Arenas on Friday. I actually did Arenas on Friday. Alright, I got that set back. But I am going to change Metreon out for Agony Booth. I think that was doing better. One day I'll try an arena. It's worth trying. It was a little bit better than the last time I had done it, like a couple of probably 3 or 4 weeks ago was the last time I had done one. It was a little bit better. So, like, it helps being, you know, getting on with a group that you can trust to actually go out and do things with you. Not just sit in the base. Alright, submissions are closed. Let's check for these geodes. Alright, that one went to Isogenite. That one also went to Isogenite. I could not get one for my life. I can't win. I can't win. I had such a good streak going. I was maintaining these things so well. But the flips on these things has been so shitty lately. I feel like this last week they have just screwed it up. I feel like the odds just decreased substantially. Especially fun when you're matching against people, you know? Well, I was with on Friday I got matched in a group. I was in a group with Tobias, I think it was. I didn't even know. Because like I always join a random group in Publix, because I just think that that's more fun just to have like RNG that comes up good. Hey, Tin Man. Got 6 today and flipped 1 3 times. My gosh. Like I usually can get 1 or 2 a day. But I like I said, I didn't do any Isogenite mining yesterday. And I think Friday. Did I even do it on Friday? I might not have done it on Friday because of arenas. So like I may have not done it since Thursday, and like on Thursday I only had 1 or 2. But I ended up short on my refine. I actually had to take a single chest on the refinery today. Which honestly is pretty good, because that's the first time since the changes. Because we're 52 days in. 52 days in, that's the first time I've been able to only do, or I've had to do a single pull instead of a double pull. Howdy, Ghost Pepper. How are you today? So like I'm still generally happy with the way Isogenite and like the whole territory mining thing is. The only thing that's rough is it's very disproportional. Because I have no problem mining the Isogenite and keeping the Isogenite in stock. And I don't need to mine Isogenite for like 3 months at this point. But I have to mine Isogenite to go through the geodes, and that just sucks. Getting sick again, but I am here. Time for another salad. Well, you have to look at the list of things. It's jalapenos, I think, were the latest thing. So you got to make sure that whatever you do, you ask for extra jalapenos. Oh, getting a chest cold too? Oh. I mean, that's like that time of year. Things start getting dry in the summertime. Chest cold is kind of an easy thing to happen. It can take a while to get rid of the symptoms and come back. I mean, anytime you have a bug, if they can't fully eliminate it from your system, there's always an opportunity that it could reinvigorate itself a little bit. But it's always interesting. Like it's a different bug that I'm familiar with. Because like you always had like your traditional like salmonella and E. coli, like that was all the things you ever had to worry about. And then like all of a sudden, like you start hearing like this random crap like that cyclosporosis or whatever, and then like Legionnaire's disease, like just random crap. It's like, okay, like no matter what, you just need to make sure that all your food is cooked. And maybe start thinking about having like the like a grilled wedge salad. Like, is that something that would normally take care of like killing some of those bugs off? Getting a new computer set up and got a needed cord being delivered tomorrow that it didn't have. Nice. That's that sucks that it's gonna be something stupid like that that holds you up. That's one of those things, like some days I curse myself for hanging on to extra cables. And then there are other times where you know, like I end up in shoes like yours where it's like the one thing that's holding back, you know, putting something into production. And it's like, okay, well, now that I have this tucked away, I have this on hand, like that doesn't become a hindrance to me. But the chances of that happening are always really low. All right, so that was 18. I'm not certain that the Agony Booth was going to be more effective than the Metreon Cascade. It's because you just assumed DisplayPort. It was also HDMI. Oh, I did that with one of my office people went full time from home. I ordered her 2 displays, but then I ordered the wrong display cables. And I ordered them 3 different times wrong. Hi, Violet J. How you doing today? I don't know what it was. I just could not pay attention to when I was ordering the cables. I ordered the same cables twice. I ended up ordering the same cables twice. But they were good cables to have on hand anyways, so I think I have 1 out of the extra 4 that I had on hand so far. I don't have an excuse either. Like, I am a literally certified IT guy. Why do towers have lights now? RGB, just for attractiveness. Like, I've got minimal RGB in mine. Like, I turned off like all my case RGB And the only thing I have that has RGB on it right now is my RAM and my graphics card. Want to turn them all off, but it's a pain to turn off. It all depends on if it's a third-party app or if it's straight to the motherboard, because it can be through the motherboard. You can do it in the BIOS. Or you can just unplug the damn controller. Because they fancy. Well, he's not wrong. Motherboard it is. Yeah. Like I had hooked them up, but I was like, yeah, I don't care. DCamo helped me choose this computer, so I'm excited, but I also feel like I'm out of my league now that it's here. Well, I mean, it's still a lot of work getting it all set up and everything. It's still a lot of work. Every time you go into BIOS, you look at over. I do not overclock shit. I don't mess with any of that stuff at all. Same when it was on my desk, it was important. RGB was awesome. Now, damn it, give me performance over pretty. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Like, I made the conscious choice to purchase the RAM with the RGB. The graphics card was... It just happened to be the graphics card had it. It wasn't intentional. But, I mean, this is the same case that I had before when I upgraded it. And it had, like, all the full RGB lighting around it and everything. And I swapped the motherboards because I had some static issues that took out a couple of the USB ports. And I needed to upgrade the graphics card in it because I had a 2080. And yeah. That's actually a pretty nice rig. Like, it's not high end, but it's well above bottom, and you have room to expand if you want to. Because, like, that's got a really good backbone to be upgraded if you want. I mean, that's the biggest thing, is to have the ability to make it upgraded if you want to. Well, I mean, I paid... Oh, I don't even know. I do a lot of gaming and everything. I do a lot of gaming, so it was important for me to have some of the higher end components. Oh yeah. That's a system that'll last 7-8 years really easy. Ooh, we have another geode opportunity. We have 2 more nodes again. 2 more nodes again. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Because, like, if you're not going to be, like, doing, like, high-end games and stuff like that, like, it's plenty graphics card-wise and everything like that. That's going to handle streaming fantastic. Like, you're not going to have any issues with that at all. Because, I mean, that's still better than what I started with. It's way better than what I started with. Because I upgraded my PC in, what, I want to say it was November. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was November. And half of that was because I had hey Duke Vengeance, how's it going? Half the reason is because I was just having issues with the motherboard. I knew that I had a limited time with it, so I decided to upgrade before I had a complete system failure. Took out other things. And it gave me an opportunity to redo like my OBS setup and everything like that. And yeah, it gave me a lot of stuff. The only thing I didn't like is that I had a cooling system set up in the tower before, but the graphics card that I had was like an eighth of an inch too long to be able to make it fit, no matter how much I tried. I just couldn't get the cooling system to fit in there. So I ended up getting a double tower air cooled fan, which in the grand scheme of things is gonna be better. Had a minor anxiety attack because hitting buy. I mean, I don't know. It's an investment. It's one of those things, you know, like if you keep track of it, you know, you'll be able to eventually like see that cost become paid for through Twitch, and it'll feel a little bit better. Or you can bank it up and, you know, get some of the other components as you go along too. Like I said, don't be afraid, like as you find tools that you want to have to help make your stream better, put a throne together, put a throne list out there, put an Amazon wish list out there, and let the community help you get like Stream Deck or some lighting, any other extra things. More people are more than willing to be generous and help purchase some of those extra things. Yeah, it's a tool. The hardest thing is getting used to promoting, to tell people to check out your throne. I do not do that. I have a throne. I have streaming items on there. I'm not in need of anything specifically, so I'm not pushing it. But if I needed to, like if I needed something, I would definitely be pushing for it to get a little help. All right, so we have our poll prediction closed. Predictions closed. Let's see how we go. Ooh, that's Iceage Knight again. That one went to a geode. That one went to a geode. We did it. We did it. Oh, that makes me feel so good. It's been so long since I've seen a geode underneath one of my ships. Because even on Thursday stream, oh, that's what happened. I didn't get one. I couldn't get one to flip on Thursday, but somebody left a node in our territory, and it was a geode. So I hopped on a geode that somebody else had left. I forgot about that. That's what she said, a geode under you. Oh my. That's a different interpretation. I have a Magnus Pro under desk mount, so having RGB is really not important to me. Yeah, Phelan, when I finish redoing my setup or refreshing my setup, I'm probably gonna have a Magnus Pro, and I will definitely be getting the under desk mount. I was debating about it at first, but having that extra real estate is useful. Working on the merch store. Yeah, you've got a pretty good jump start on that because you technically have some merch out there already through what, MJ? Anybody else throw some merch out for you? There's a cream for that. You thank the Geodes for a few more tea bags. Yeah, MJ did. Yeah, so I mean, like, you kind of have like a design element out there already. You should have him transfer that file over to you so you can put it on your own store. Speaking of, it's the MJ song that's on. But you give him the file? Well, perfect. Then you already have the original artwork. Yeah, merch is something that takes a very special skill. I've got a couple of things out there that I'm proud of, but it takes a lot more time and creativity than I have to devote to it as much as I would like to. I have 2 more ideas on deck. I just have to put into some kind of a design. I think at this point, like, I've been trying to put out like 1 design a month. It's one of the things I'm excited for, hopefully tomorrow, because I'm trying to make sure that I'm trying to have something for each arc launch. It's kind of like what my current goal is. I started it with this last one with the Raoul Reaver, and I'm going to try to make that a thing. I want to have some kind of a themed item for the arc launch, whatever the feature or building or ship is, or maybe even something based on the officers. The Dragon Cock. Something tells me that wouldn't be able to be monetized in the correct way. Pork Chop Express. I did do a I missed the mark a little bit. I used the turkey for my Raoul Reaver character. I should have gone peacock. Pork Chop is one of your players' names? Or Dragon Cock? Pork Chop. Pork chop sandwiches? Pork chop sandwiches would be okay. Big Trouble in Little China. Ooh, that is an old movie. That's one of those things. I remember less about the movie, and I just remember seeing the cassette tape with that written on it. When you had like when you did your own recordings, you had like the label that you would write on it. I remember seeing Big Trouble in Little China written on one of our cassette tapes, or VCR cassettes. but I don't remember what the movie really was. I know it was like a kung fu type of thing. But I don't know if that was a Jackie Chan or if that was I can't think of who I can't think of Kurt Russell. Yeah, Kurt Russell is who I was trying to think of. I was like, I can't think of the dude's name. But yeah, Kurt Russell is who I was trying to think of. I don't remember anything about the movie. I could just... It's one of those things, like, if I start watching it, like, I know the movie, but I don't know it enough to know anything about it. I wouldn't be able to describe it to anybody. There's... I think there was some kind of a scene in a restaurant, but I don't remember exactly what everything was. There was a couple of Bruce Lee movies that I've watched for sure. It's one of those things, like a lot of the old, like a lot of those old like martial arts type of movies, kind of like that. They all kind of blend together in my head. You say China in a movie and it's pretty much guaranteed to have a restaurant in it. Yeah, but I think it was kind of iconic to the movie. Like, I feel like there's some kind of iconic fight scene. I don't know for sure, though. He gets caught up in Mystic Asian Underground stuff, had a Raiden type character and stuff. That came through when I was looking at the wrong screen. Final fight scene was in Wong's. That's probably what I was thinking of then. It seems so weird to see like something that's looking like a chaser. Making me nervous a little bit almost. A long time I've seen that, and like, yeah, I probably haven't seen that movie in like 7 or 8 years too. His character name was Egg Foo. Oh yeah, one of those things that may have not have aged properly. They should have fixed that bug, but it shows up every once in a while. Hey, Mad Hatter. Yeah, I definitely see it. You know, usually once a day at least. There'll be something in one of the systems that I'm in. It doesn't bother me. Like, it's not the worst bug. It's annoying. It's weird. It's better than the one where you see the random ship battles. You know, like where they'll like randomly be attacking a target. Oh yeah, random people too, for sure. Yeah, like I don't know if I've seen that one that much lately though. That used to be something I'd fairly common in the game where it'd be like just some random ship would be shooting another one across the system, so you'd just be seeing the weapon blast going across the system. And it'd just usually be like an idle ship too. Like it wouldn't be something that was actually actively engaged in combat. That was enough to finish the dailies, even though I don't think it did as many as it should have. Alright, what do we have for events today? Make me want to go rewatch the movie Push. Push does not ring a bell to me. So I went in on this choice recruit event because I haven't had an opportunity to really pursue female Spock. And since it's giving enough because this was giving enough tokens for a full unlock, I decided to go after this. I had my vengeance ready to go up another tier and a half actually. And I've kind of just been waiting for a decent excuse for it. I've been kind of wanting to do an upgrade on like any kind of a decent officer weekend. And this is the best one I've seen in a while, so I went ahead on this one. And I made a couple tiers on my NT. So like that's getting back up there. And I upgraded a couple miners just for the last bit. I ended up overshooting the mark though. I wasn't paying attention and I made it past the 372 to the 390 mark. I don't know if anybody's going to go after that tomorrow. But I haven't even touched any G7 stuff at all yet. So I might make a conscious choice to hold on to first tomorrow. Because that'll get me another full unlock of another officer. Because then I haven't unlocked. I had like 10 or between 10 and 20 shards of any of the three. So I might be able to unlock a second one if I can get first or second out of it. If I get first, I'll be able to unlock at least one. But if I get second, I might be able to unlock. I think Ambassador Spock was my next highest now. Anyone know what the Latinum to Sigma faction credit conversion rate is? That might be easy to look at. Chileans to 1. Because this should be... So this is for 2,400 Sigma credits is 11.8 million Latinum. We can do the math on that real quick. So it's 5,000 per. 5,000 Latinum per. That's not that bad, to be honest. I think I'll be trying to keep first. And how's it going tonight, Anthony? How are you? Yeah, that's... It's nice to be at the level to be able to see that. Like, just having the opportunity to be able to just look at it is nice. May start op 72 and let it ride out the full timer. That's what I did, to be honest. Because there's not much of an increase in payouts between 71 and 72. And, you know, like, if you still need to work those efficiencies, like, all that 72 really brings you is you have to work a little bit harder for your dailies. You know, because if you're hitting 72s already, like, that number moves from 25 to 50. And if you can hit the 73s and hit 25 of them, then yeah, 72's worth it for sure. Kashara sweet spot or max level? I like it maxed. I mean, you're gonna end up wanting to max it eventually. Gonna be sure when I build my Borth next weekend. Oof. Gonna do the Latin, wondering how bad it's gonna be. That's not... It's not that bad. Like, you can go long ways in faction credits. I mean, I could only do like 80,000 and probably 90,000 of the faction credits, so it's not too bad. If you just need to spread a little bit. I mean, I literally just hit Prestige 1 in Feds yesterday. So that I don't have nearly as much as I probably have in Klingon. Klingon, I'm probably stacked. Yeah, I've got way more. I still have a lot of the conversion stuff left too. I've just been hoarding and hoarding and hoarding. Because, like, there's the... I want to say that that's... No, that's for the reputation. There's a there's an exchange for the Sigma reputation. Does that happen in the stores? Because you get the extra... I never remember where any of that stuff is. Is that what you're exchanging inside of the refinery? No, that's the regular stuff. Isn't there like a generic faction credit thing? Is that in like the refinery? It's in one of the refineries. Because like you get Outpost Refinery. Because there's like a generic faction credit that you exchange in for things. Is that in the refinery? I don't even remember where in the refinery it would be. Or in the faction store. I don't remember where any of that stuff is. How many G7 mining ships does everyone need versus want? It's in the challenge refinery. Ah, yes, right here. Yeah. I was like, I know that it exists somewhere. I think I'm gonna end up having probably 3. I have 1 right now. I'm not in a hurry to get a second one, but I'm gonna end up getting a second one before too long. And I will build that and get that one up to like tier 4. They're not needed at this point. But yeah, I've been saving these credits in the challenge refinery here. So like when it comes time to go in on my G7 ship, like I'll be able to do a pretty decent chunk. Was the difference in mining amounts between Op 71 and Op 72? It's not significant. I mean, it's probably like 3.2 million to 3.6 million. It wasn't hard. It wasn't a hard change.
His gherkin thinking about Lola and wondering why Lola walks like a woman and talks like a man. Oh, of course. I'm sure that's totally what happened. Hatboy was probably just lost in deep philosophical thoughts about Lola's walk and talk.
I don't hear it.
You know, real groundbreaking stuff. It's all just part of the complex mysteries of life, right? Let's all give Hatboy a round of applause for being the visionary thinker he is.
Well, thank you, Cartman. Thank you.
We don't normally get to hear the redeems. 73 is 3.9 million. Yeah, this is gonna knock a good chunk of that out then. Just having this on hand, working through that stuff. I'm not in a big hurry yet. Not in a big hurry yet. I'm still hanging at 72. I want to finish my efficiencies out. Yeah, I'm not putting any faction credits against the Aphelion. I'll put it that way. Because that's one of those things that they make it very sourceable through the normal events here. I don't know if they have it up. So like you get a lot of the Aphelion things. Like even without trying, they're giving away Aphelions compared to what the costs are on the Vengeance. Like they're giving away the Aphelions. So like there's no problem gonna be getting those. Gonna push to 74 and chill there. Rewards are more substantial than versus 73. Yeah, it's probably not that big of an upgrade path either. Because like my biggest thing is just making sure that I have all my efficiencies checked off before I go. And I haven't really looked at the math on where things are at, but like I'm sitting okay to make my first push. But I've got a little bit of efficiency to be gained yet. And then, because I think I'm going to be sitting here at 72. I'm going to guess it's probably going to be about 2 more months. Give or take. Depending on if Alliance tournaments keeps rolling at a regular cadence. Yeah, just Astrometrics and then Ops. Yeah. That's kind of like the same jump that you made from like 51 to 53, where it just slow, or just slog through it really fast. To get from 50 to 53 is like nothing. Yeah, I mean, I've got a little bit to be gained here and there. Like, what? I need to finish Recon Locust out wouldn't hurt. I think Transit and Forges. No, what building? Is it the IA building that has the efficiencies? Yeah. Getting as much out of this as possible is good. There's so many levels. Like, what? Didn't this have like a thing where it would automatically snap to whatever level you were at currently? Like, wasn't that a thing? So that needs to get up to 73 before it starts to move. Yeah, there's always all sorts of buildings and stuff that deal with things. One of the other ones had some weird, random crap. That one. Getting the academy leveled up to. So many things. I'm probably not going to be able to get it maxed out for my level or anything, but I still need to finish out the V'ger filament researches and the Maverick stuff. It's getting close. Once I've got that all situated, then I'll start chipping away at it. I'm kind of looking to hold on to as much as possible and make like one big move. Hoping for some kind of a good leaderboard to make a move on. Like, I feel like that's one of my favorite tactics, is to just hoard, and, you know, like, get everything where it needs to be and make that big move at once. And we got aggregation hostiles today, even. Of course we do. I spent a half an hour grinding aggregation yesterday, so of course it's today. I'm gonna go send the Dauntless to take care of those. We're gonna go to the 63 system. You have about 49 Nova BP for the Nova mining ship. Only want to rely on Fuchsia for G5 mining as short as possible. You can mine it with the G5. You can mine G5 with the Fuchsia. Oh, that sounds gross. The Nova's not too bad because as long as you have your faction set, you know, like, you can distribute that from multiple factions at once, which I know when I did it, I had things locked. I had things locked at that point. So, like, I think I've always been at the same spot. So, like, when G4 opened up, I was at, like, Ops 37. When G5 opened up, I was at, like, Ops 48. And then when G6 opened up, I was at, like, 59. I think I pushed to 60 the day that it opened up. And then 61 was, like, later that week. G7 gosh. I bet I was at like 68 when G7 dropped. It took me... What was it? January, I think I went G7. I didn't hurry for G7. G6, G5 I hurried for. G7 I was kind of like, I'm going to take my time getting into this one. I got myself positioned so that I could make a jump to 71 if I needed to when G7 was launching. It was a month earlier than I was expecting. So I didn't expect them to actually launch it until November. But they kind of caught me a little bit off guard launching it in October. So I had myself mostly positioned to be able to go there. But I was pushing hard to get to 70 so that I could be ready to go if things looked amazing, which they don't. So I didn't make a really hard push. And I've been slow rolling it. Yeah, I think that's kind of what happened to me too. Like, I think I hit 70 in November, and then I had to wait. I think it was like right around Thanksgiving. So it was the end of November. And then right at the beginning of January, I think I went into 71. Because I just needed to catch up a little bit of things, because I needed to get the combat readiness. So like I made sure that I could handle 71 before I made the jump. Wanted to max the vengeance before you went 73. I think that's a really good tactic, really smart. Like I just hit tier 9 with mine yesterday for part of that upgrade event, and like it's gonna be more than ready to be able to go to 73. But I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it getting ahead, because it's like it's at the point where it's comfortable doing 73s, but I would like it to be easy to do 73s. The G7 launch sucked, way too buggy and way too high work for way too low payout. I disagree with that entirely, Dustin. They set the payouts pretty okay. I don't think that there was really that much work involved. You have that on docks when you get to 80. I think it can be. I think it can be. Like, that's got some life. I mean, as long as you've got the summoning ability and stuff with it, it's gonna have usefulness forever. You know, unless they come out with a ship that can summon further than the Vengeance, that's gonna be a utility ship at least. Even if it's not a combat ship, it's gonna be a utility ship. Can the USS Vengeance be maxed at Op 70? I don't know if there is any actual ops locking. It'd be a little bit tougher at 70 than at 71, just to the difference in payouts. Firing pattern on the Vengeance is amazing. Its abilities are really good too. Capabilities, the refits, and some of the research and stuff they have for it, you know, like, it goes off. It goes off. Yeah, your only requirement is that you need to have the Epic Tier 12. Sure, Behringer and company maxed it before G7. Probably. Probably. I don't remember, because it was like June or July or something when they came out with Vengeance, right? Because there was like a couple, 2-3 months. It has its specialty chip parts. So like acquisition would have been through like the regular store more than through events or anything at that point. Yeah, people were maxing that when it came out. Yeah, I remember hearing about it. I just I just had a blank on it. Yeah, July. So I mean, they had 4 months to spread that spend out. And you know, like, to be honest, at that point, like it was usable in its own loop, but it wasn't necessary for much else. Because like the new Breen hostels that came with it were like the only thing that was tough enough that you really needed to ship that level. And then they also introduced the specialty miners, which I don't even remember what the purpose of those were. But like in this system here, like these, I think were just for grinding rep, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they changed the sourcing a lot.
Example to get to show their PvP-ness.
Here makes this win for one-time challenge event. They could have been. I haven't tried to actually attack those with a ship that can take them on. I did try them with like my G6 Epic, my Crenshaw, probably. Need to generate some more clips instead of just saying PvP-ness. Sour class did get played dirty with horrible firing pattern compared to the Galaxy class. Yeah, I know that it was a challenge. Like, they were there to be a tough hostile. I don't remember what the specifics were though. Like, I've never encountered any events for them at all. I imagine I can kill it now. But like, I don't remember if there was any kind of a benefit. Well, I mean, if it went from July, like July, August, September, like there was only like 3 months that, you know, like G7 wasn't here. Like, yeah, it would have been an event that was mainly designed for I almost want to say like a placeholder, like just something for people that were at the top end of the game to do something more than anything. They had to create a goal, an event for people to be able to do something. Like, I feel like that was the purpose of it. Because we had a lot of people quit playing because they got at the top and there wasn't anything to do. But I was curious if the rep was substantial. That's 371k. Granted, it's a survey. Like it being a survey, it should be like double. Oh, that is not a big change. That is not a big change at all. So yeah, there wasn't anything more than whatever event that it was for then. I thought that they had at least made it like a rep grind kind of thing. I'm still gonna attack one. I haven't tried to. Like maybe I got it when my vengeance was tier 1. I may have came up here to hit one and see. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, because like the normal hostels already have survey parts. Yeah, that was extremely easy. Had to do it for science. And I wouldn't even be surprised if they decreased their combat worthiness too. That did actually make a good that actually did make a good hit against me. Like if my ship was still tier 8, it might not have killed that. Or it would have at least had lost the shields. Think about dinner, Lurk. I hear you on that. All right, Dauntless is done doing 63s. Hey, what do you know? We ended up getting some points for our Saturday event. Okay, perfect. Aggregation hunt thing is done. Raul Reaver upgrade. I'm almost I'm placing like in a reasonable spot here. Like some of these people, I'm assuming that some of these people didn't even do Reaver parts. Like 153, that feels reasonable for people doing research if they have research to catch up on. Because like I'd be willing to bet that I could knock out a bunch of researches right now too from some stupid old loops that I haven't done. Reaver parts were part of the event yesterday for the leaderboard for the incursions. They had a separate event. Oh, they had a separate event for people that own the Reaver. That would have been kind of cool though if they did that, like the Raider leaderboard or something. Like the Raider leaderboard could have had some points on or some parts in it. Yeah, I don't have that event. I don't think. Did that finish off the anomalous phenomena? That did. Why did that? I must have summoned a ship earlier. I don't remember summoning a ship, but I must have summoned a ship. Why did that stuff all disappear? All right, faction hunt. Damn it, I didn't join faction hunt. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. I hate that so much. I don't even know if I'm going to be going back up there again. That's so disappointing. Like, there was so many times where, like, you didn't need to do that. And then they did it for a while where you needed to join it, and then they stopped it where you didn't have to join it. Hi ho, and back you go. Ugh. I hate grinding hostels, though. All right, let's do a prediction. We got another node opportunity. We have one chance. Scopely knows that incursions 1000% split the STFC community into opposite ends of PvP. Like PvP being so unbalanced and not like unbalanced PvP. Who just did not like PvP totally. Says the man with the Max Kirshar. Yeah, this is fair. The stupid epic transition node did not reset. It's boring. Yeah. I've had some pretty good luck with it lately. Like, this one's going to reset here on the next hit. Actually, I might do a little bit of the grind. Because we've got this anomalous scavengers event. I might go after that. Because I would be more willing to grind in a system that I can rack some heavy rep up in. Although this is one of the rougher... This is one of the rougher ones. But 10,000% chance on rep. So I may go grind some of them later. Like, I could probably do this 73 system just fine. Not have good things PvE wise, because when we get hostile grinding events, PvP players say they do not like hostile hunting. Hostile hunting isn't fun though. I mean, I generally don't have enough time in the game to sit there and just grind. Like, for the most part, like, obviously today's a little bit different because it's Saturday or Sunday, so I have a little bit more time. But like during the week, I have basically the time that I stream is the time that I have to be able to play, at least for actively doing an engagement like that. Like, there's a little bit of a difference. Like, I can sit down and do like a 10 minutes here and 10 minutes there. But as far as like just sitting down and really just grinding out an event, I don't have time for that generally. I used to have time for that. All right, submissions closed. Let's see what we get. Ooh, we got another geode. Hell yeah. It's 2 of them. How many miners out? Same as always, 5. Well, 4. I have a 5th. I have one on standby because I got to swap out the isogenite fairly often. But typically I have 4. I have 4 out mining resources or materials, and then I'll have the 1 squall. If I could pick hostile hunting all the time, I would choose that, even if I was locked out of PvP. I mean, it's a good path. Oh, I upped. I need to be 72 elite now. Damn it. I upgraded. CVG stick. Yeah, I mean, I have 2 docks available to be able to go out and do any grinding with. Because, like, I can send the Dauntless and go grind 66. Especially if they have anomalies right now. A lot of times you get credit for that. I don't think it looked like you did on that one. But no, I can send my Dauntless here. No, not here. Here. I don't think I can hit the I don't think I can handle the hazards. Actually, that one doesn't have hazard. That one. I think I can do that one. Tier 9? Yeah, tier 9. I just don't have I don't have the hazard resistance research necessary to be able to go into the other systems. Or the warp range to get up past the 68 system. I don't know if I can hit up here. I don't remember. I think it's a naked tier 9 too. I think. I don't remember. All right, I haven't tried hitting these dauntless or these breen enemies yet. I might have to change text again. It doesn't look too bad. Try to get a feel where I can send mine before wasting a token. Tier 9 is really capable. I mean, that's not a token system. That's just a regular Romulan faction system. Oh, but you just mean the active shippability thing. Yeah. Yeah, I was doing the 66 system just fine, but it was getting to the point where it was like doing it way too well. I was doing it here in Carol Heats, and like it had like 80% of its hull left by the time I got done with the Seek and Destroy. I did the 68 system yesterday, but I think the hazard took off enough of the hull that it didn't make it the whole way through. How many free-to-play STFC players actually like STFC PvP versus free-to-play? Who dislike the PvP? It probably depends on what aspect of it you're talking about. Because if you're talking about like PvP as base rating, yeah, Lostin loves it and he's 100% free to play. Like if you're talking about like the PvP thing of base rating, like that is bread and butter for the free to play players. If you're talking about equal ships engaging in combat against each other, like arenas or something, like that's probably not as much fun. But it also depends on the target you're going against, because it's not a super uncommon thing for there to be an elite free-to-play player who really understands crewing and can have some of those really good target things for unlocking officers and stuff. That, you know, depending on the player they're going against, the player they're going against might be somebody that's not used to having to crew. All PvP you totally hate. Yeah, but I mean that's not everybody. I used to be really strong into PvP until there became a larger discrepancy in the capabilities between the free to play path and the paid path. Like once the separation between what a free to play person was capable of versus what a paid person was capable of, you know, kind of separated out too far, I quit engaging in PvP myself. Like I'm still willing to do it in arenas because there's no downside to it. There's no cost to repair or anything. So I mean, at that point, the only thing you have to lose is pride. But if you don't take any pride in, you know, winning a battle in Star Trek Fleet Command, then you have zero to lose. So I kind of have fun with arenas just for that reason, because I'll go smash my ship up against something I know I'm not going to win against. Just because I know that if I'm facing a player that can take me on, that can stomp me, I might as well try to get a couple licks in on them. Because a lot of the stuff depends on who clicks attack first. So if you hesitate and you're not the first person to attack, a lot of times you're gonna automatically lose and just get completely curb stomped. I so much hate PvP to the point that during incursions I'll mostly tell the ganker to totally frack off and pick on only OPC. Oh, Dustin, you're one of the fun people then. Because as somebody that would be engaging in PvP, I would totally just keep on going after you because I know it bugs you. But that's just the kind of player that I am. That I like to rub salt into wounds. I'm a lot more laid back now, but when I was an PvP player, I was a fairly aggressive one. Let's see, dual wave defense. We're gonna ignore that. No Athena, so it's not fun. I have to hit the alliance up to see if we can do some surges in a little bit. It's good that both of these events, or both of these factions are back up to the same level. So things are going a little bit smooth. I wasn't going to do both, but I ended up doing both.
Here's a thought for Baconfish Zero. Does somebody feel love today? If Cottontail 86 snack stashes any clue, love's raining down like a carrot storm, crunchy, powerful, and impossible to dodge. So yep, somebody's soaking in that sweet snack love like a bunny in a blueberry bath. Your hut tighter than a board cube's nanoprobe, somebody.
Hug tighter than a board cube's nanoprobes. That's awesome. Hi, Baconfish.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Oh, I've been trying to give Bunnybot a little more flavor, a little more personality. I think it's coming across okay. But it's been an evolving thing. So it now has awareness of people in chat. So if you ask like what DOS was doing, like questions like, you know, like who would be the number one person, blah blah blah, or if you had to choose between these three people, who would you choose and why? Like those kind of questions should come through now. Even the newer limited levels, 10 plus, 10 minus, did nothing to even out the level. Only kept wider gap players being matched up. Are you talking about just the regular PvP banding, or are you talking about arenas when you're talking about match stuff? Just got done watching Mufasa's Sunday D&D stream. Yeah, I was able to catch like a little bit of the beginning of it. But yeah. Not just worst squad, but an agent of silly chaos. Well, hopefully that was fun. It's an interesting concept. Yeah, it's an interesting concept. I was a fan of Goblin D. I don't know what you mean by Goblin D. If I really liked PvP, I would have just gotten my car license, VCD, possibly FM and Z. Open world PvP. Because I'm immature. I hear you on that one. Oh, my Dauntless did not live. Really? I did change up the crew that I'm using on my Dauntless. It's geared a little bit more for It's great a little bit more for aggregation. I suppose that's not going to have the same effect. Yeah, because they're not dealing isolatic damage. So that's an interesting fact. So then I need to use my other crew. And maybe 67s are just a little bit of a stretch. Maybe 67s are just a little bit of a stretch, but... Oh, the galactic anomaly went active. So now it has that 35% chance to bypass shields completely. Thank you, Fish, with that 3-stream streak. Thank you so much. Delamire, how's it going? Just killing territory, you get points that way. I'm not actually going for those points. I'm actually just going for the faction hunt points. I'm just trying to use the Dauntless to knock out my faction hunt for me. Coffee is ready? Hell yeah. He's spreading chaos. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's one of the things that Twitch always needs the more of. Is a little bit of chaos. Friendly chaos. All right, we have another opportunity to flip this geode. So we have one geode. Yes, one geode eligible here. Let's see if this thing... Let's see if this thing gets through. Mana mollies are making it rough. Yeah, this may not work out again for me. Because 35% shield bypass is a lot. At least in STFC, we do not have permanent ship and crew deaths. Yes. Yeah, that would be such a different thing. Like, I used to get worked up over, you know, like getting hit OPC or anything like that. Just any of my ships being killed for any reason. And I don't know. I still get a little bit salty about it, but I get over it really fast because I'm like, okay, hit the repair button and it's done. I'm usually more mad about, you know, like somebody killing my ship like 10 minutes before event reset. And so like I can't recall and get the get my event done. Like that actually makes me a little bit mad. But now it's like a lot of times for me, people are just saving me a recall. Like I'll log into my game and my ships that were destroyed in the Veil are at base. I have all my daily credits done for all my events. And like I can go send them out on a different mission. Like it's almost an advantage. Did I ever play EVE Online? I've never played EVE Online, but I did play EVE Echoes. All right, let's check this geode opportunity. This feels bad because I see two other ones in the system already. All right, that went back to Isogenite. Nobody bet on it? I don't blame anybody for not betting on that one. At least you didn't lose. At least you didn't lose. You still could have lost. Well, I might actually have to either wait until after the anomalies are done. Because, like, if it's taking shield health, it's not bad. I kind of wish there was almost a way to be able to preview what some of these battles look like. That's the wrong... Okay, so like that one had the shield bypass kickoff. Like that took out a really good chunk of the hull. Yeah, that's my understanding is if you guess the wrong thing, there's still loss on your side, just nobody wins it. It just disappears. It goes off into the ether. Yeah, I might have to save my last seek and destroy until after the anomalies clear out in like 10 minutes or whatever. Because I'm not going to be able to clear that out. Yeah. That was close. Ah, there's somebody landed on my fucking node. That's so annoying. That's so fucking annoying. I hate that bug with a passion. Like this player now automatically goes across the system to go sit on that node. It's the stupidest bug. Yeah, but Dustin, the goal of incursions is not specifically to get loot out of ships. The PvP kill adds points. Like, there's literally a leaderboard that gives you points for the kill. And if you're not going to be actively mining, then people are going to hit your ships. It's just the way that event works. Like, there's nothing wrong with wanting to mine. It's just if you're going to mine, you have to actively mine. You have to watch your ships or you have to defend your ships. Otherwise, you have to take that 12-hour window and decide to do something else. And right now, one of the big goals of the game is for having player logins. And if they have events running like that is causing players to not log in, that event may be looked at differently in the future here. The collect all event reward to get stuck in a permanent loading screen booted out. I don't know if I've seen that one. Like there's the like multiple collects of the same event reward. Like I see that pop in, but I don't see where you get screwed. You get booted out to a loading screen. I can't say I've seen that one. All right. So I think I'm going to call this a stream. I need to get a little bit of dinner in my belly. We're going to go raid MJ and get set up for open mic night. See what he has to say about things and see what the panel has to say. Out that Joe, baby, bye, bye, bye. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. Hope everybody's weekend was eventful and had some positive stuff. Yeah, I'll be live again tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. We'll go over the let's see, whatever events pop up, and hopefully we'll have a little bit of a hint into what the next arc is going to bring us. If not, then we'll maybe do a little bit of guessing, some postulating, and wait for Thursday to see what other things come. Hope everybody has a fantastic Monday and their work week jumps off to a good start. Otherwise, I will see y'all tomorrow night.